Today we are going to learn how simple it is to make a card with send out cards. Let's see. Hello. If you are tuning in, say hello. My name is Jen Gear. All right, it shows that it is working. So if you tune in, if you want to join in on the Zoom or just through the Facebook, but everybody, my name is Jen. Hello, and today, yes, we are going to create an inspiring card, kind of like, let me grab it here. We dropped it this morning. This one here that, is like a word for the year, okay? So that means, if you have a word for the year, like my word for 2021 is abundance, and you may have a word faith, perseverance, joy, energy, unlimited. I don't know, just different things. When you create a word for the year, it kind of just is something that is crazy enough, but it'll start standing out everywhere that you go. You might be at the grocery store and you'll start seeing it, and it's kind of cool how it just kind of builds into your life. So if you haven't met me, hey, I am an independent consultant, and I'm with a few different companies that complement my main company. Send Out Cards is one that complements my main business that I'm in. So I use this with my main company, but there's all kinds of cards that you can make. You can make birthday cards, Christmas cards, anniversary cards. You can make any card you can think of. I use the card system. The main reason that I got into it is because I would have good intentions. I would go to the store and I'd buy cards. Like, I have so many cards. I have cards that are filled out. I have cards that have pictures, that I actually printed pictures and put them in the card. And I have their name on the envelope, and I don't have their address, and I don't have a stamp. And I'm telling you, I have some from a couple years ago. And that makes you think, this day and age, we're just go, go, go. And a lot of it's digital. We do text messages, we send pictures, through Messenger. And a lot of times we don't print anything out, even birthday cards, anniversary cards for your husband, your friends that are having anniversaries or babies or new homes. It's a lost art. People don't send those cards anymore. And that's what is cool about Send Out Cards, is that it's super, super easy. Now, I do these quick trainings every Wednesday, so you can catch the replays. They are on my YouTube channel. If you just search Jen Gear, it should pull up. But today I wanted to do one on inspirational cards, so you can learn how simple it is to create this card. This is my friend Lisa that sent me this one, because I posted my word of the year and she sent it to me, and I thought, what a great idea. So today we're going to create it. If you're on, say hello. I am going to share my screen so you can watch how easy it is to walk through this. After I do this Zoom, I will upload it to my YouTube channel, and then I will post the link down below. So that way you can, did I do it right? Okay, I did. There's my Facebook page. Oh, that's not what I want. Where's all my other pages? There we go. Okay. So I am going to post the link afterwards, so that way you can, let me get rid of some of these things. So that way you can send a card for free. They have that cool feature that you can send a card for free and see if it's something that's for you. Now, Send Out Cards has different different packages. They have just a basic. You get in and you can send a card digitally, which means they'll get it in the mail. You create it online. They have a card a day program where you get a discount, and then they have I want to say it goes, okay, so it goes no subscription, then it has a card a day subscription, and then it has the unlimited, and they come out with 2 new plans. I'm on the unlimited, so I pay 1 monthly fee and I can send as many cards as I want. So I send the cards to my customers that shop with me. I send cards to my team members. I do recognition. It's so much fun to be able to do this. And when you first get started creating these cards, it does take a little bit. It's just like riding a bike, right? You gotta learn how to do this stuff, or or those hoverboards. Have you been on a hoverboard? So you just learn it, and then it takes less than a couple minutes to create a card. It really goes quick. So hello, Angela. Yes. Okay, so we are going to create this card today. So our card is going to be a word. So if you are watching us on Facebook, drop a word below, and we could do yours too. Let me see if I can move this silly thing up here. All right, we are going to get rid of. Oh, no. Sorry, there's a dog walking by. Murphy. Okay, so we are going to create this card. So our card that we're going to do is an inspirational. So what I do is I use my favorite programs. Let me move this. There we go. My favorite programs is Canva. That is one of my favorites is Canva, and Google, of course. Hi, Kim. So here's what we do. I thought these were open, but hey. So if you haven't used Canva before, I recommend it. It's super user-friendly. My favorite is the Facebook post because it's just a square, and I just want to create a square, right? So you can see on here, you can create all kinds of things that they pre-made, and you can edit. I go on here to the blank canvas, right? Now I do pay for the professional version of Canva. I think it's $100 a year. I don't think it's that much, but it's completely worth it in my opinion. Because if you search a photo, what photo are we going to do? We're going to do faith, because someone dropped that word below. If you guys want me to send you a card, drop your word of the year below. This one is really cool. It has the rocks. So you just drag it over and it creates, you can see it creates this square that says faith. Now you can add things to it, but I think that on the front of the card would be pretty darn cute. But you can scroll down and you can choose all different kinds of images, okay? You can also Google images, but I have found that if you create your own first in Canva or Pic Collage, it's going to just look better on your card. Now that's just my opinion. I still use tons of Google Photos for all kinds of things, but this one here is the one I use. All right, so we're going to save it as a PNG. I call it ping. There's no I, but we still do a PNG file, which is a photo. Let's see if it'll open. Okay, we're going to save this. Just save it into a folder on your computer. Now, Canva does have an app, so you can do all of this. Not Canva, excuse me. Send Out Cards does have an app, so you can do all of this from your phone. You don't even have to use a computer. But all right, so we are logged into our Send Out Cards here. Now, if you haven't seen any of these trainings before, you can come and create any kind of card, right? All kinds of cards are pre-made. Now, I like photo cards. So I love to send something that is personalized. And if you don't want to do personalized, it's okay. You can just add these photos. But personalized is neat because people love, seeing their pictures that they took on a card. So I do lots of those. You can see in my custom cards here. It does save them, so you can edit them or resend them, or maybe you created one card and you want to send it. So maybe you created a card for your sister, but you want to send it to your brother and it has similar pictures of family pictures in there or something. So you can totally do that too. Let me close some of these out because this does not want to move very quick. All right, it doesn't want to open that. So hopefully this one opens. So we're going to build this card. Now, when you're creating a card, you can create the card that goes up and down, right? Or side to side, whatever you like. We're going to do the side to side today. What is that called? Lateral? Horizontal? Yeah. So we're going to create our card. Now, this is where it's fun. You can create a big card, which is it's bigger than like a piece of paper. It's huge. A 3-panel card is usually what I send to I wonder if I have one up here. I do. To my team members. This is a 3-panel card, okay? 3 panels, it's huge, okay? You got a 3-panel card, you got postcards. I was seeing what we had over here, I could show you. We have postcards. We have the flat card. You know, this is a flat card. So you can do all kinds of cards. You can do everything that you want to have some fun with it. When you sign up for a subscription, you can see you get a discount from mailing these cards, and you can see the bigger cards or the fancier paper has an additional charge, okay? So down here, we are just gonna do a 2-panel card today. That's just your basic, where did it go? Our basic card that has, that's funny. I'm like, that's funny, where did I put it? That abundance card. And put it back down here with the other ones. That's fine. I'm like, where did I put it? But there's so many cards, you know, I've created lots of cards. Now, this is a card that like my daughter got for her birthday, you know, which is cool. You gotta, you know, go to the store and buy them, and they're nice and all. But if you're like myself that just forgets to mail them out, this is a time saver. Okay, so we're gonna upload our photo. And so I was working on something for my team this morning. Let me move these out of here. You can upload your photo, see if it'll let us upload. So we are going to use that. There we go. That card we did this morning. The faith one, right? We had the faith. Let's move it. I think it's right there. Okay, so we're creating our faith card. So when you create one of these inspiring cards, what I have found is you have a message that you want to send that person, and then the photo. If you want to use a personal photo, you totally could. But these are something that you can, if you get a card in the mail, you know, if you get any of these cards, you can cut off the top and put it on your fridge. You could, you know, put it on your mirror. You could have it in your car. You know, the ones that I send to my team members or to those that shop from me, they cut them, and I've had, this is my crazy husband, right? But they cut them and put them in picture frames. So there's so many options there. Okay, so this is the front of our card that says faith. Okay, we're gonna move you. So now we're on the inside of the card. Now, like I mentioned, this is just a traditional card. So we have 2 panels here, and then the back, on the back of every card that goes out, when you have send out cards, is you're going to want to create your information on the back of there. That way, if somebody wants to use that free link, because down there, let's see if we can zoom in here. Down there on the bottom, oh, I'm going to try to move that up so you guys can see that. So you want some sort of link. If you can see that link there, they can either scan that, or there's a link you can type out where people could use your link to send a free card. I mean, it's free, why not do it? All right, let's go back into the inside here. So this, to me, I always say this is like prime real estate, right? You have your front of your card, your 2 panels, that's your place to write things, to send pictures, to whatever you want to do for your friend, for somebody that shops with you, or somebody that you just want to lift their spirits. Because we're on Facebook, and I know I'm the same, is I'm scrolling, and there's tough days for some folks, and you send you send your silent prayer or whatever, but at the same time, if you could send them a card and say, hey, I was thinking about you, you know, lots of love, it's going to mean so much more to them to get that in the mail than that text message. Okay, I mean, the text messages are nice, don't get me wrong, but when you can personalize something to make it better, you are more memorable, whether you're doing it for a business or just cause, right? Okay, so our message was faith, right? So here's what I do is I will go to, we can get rid of this, is I go to Google, because I never have the right words to say. How about you? Do you ever have the right words? I don't. So ours is faith. That's our word, right? So I go to faith quotes, because these people are so much better than me at coming up with quotes and words. So if you search that, brainy quote is one of my favorites. You can come in here and you can look, and you can be like, okay, the one who has faith, no explanation is necessary. To one without faith, no explanation is possible. That one's pretty nice. And you can tailor these obviously to the person that you are mailing this card out to. Let's do this one. Faith gives you inner strength and a sense of balance and perspective in life. Let's do that one, okay? So copy, Control C is copy. We go in here, the little pen is to write, and on the other side is your layout. So your layout could be, it could be, let's see, it could be a picture here. It could be just text. It could be picture and text. You see how much fun you could have with these? You can add tons and tons of photos, or you can just have one photo. Look right here. You could get 6 photos, like holy guacamole. But we're just going to write. So Control C on your keyboard is copy. Control V is paste. Now, what I'll do is I'll come in here and I'll delete the stuff we don't need. And I really enjoy making it look pretty and making it look pretty easily, okay? Now, I want to share a tip real quick since I'm right here. If I'm looking at this screen, I'm talking to you, but looking at the screen, it looks very tiny to me and I can't see as it is. So up here in the right-hand corner is a button that says panel view. If you click that, it takes it just to that panel that we're working on. So each side of your card is called a panel, right? So you have panels and that's like panel, that's your front, and then that would be your panel 1, right? So you'll learn where the panels are as you build your cards. But okay, so if you like it just like that, that's fine. But me, I want to jazz it up just a hair. So over here on the left is all of the different fonts that you can use to, for your text here. So I like, how about Gloria, Hallelujah, and let's make it bigger because you have all that space on there. And then, oh, yeah, there we go, right? That's super cute. And then I like color. I don't know about you, but I like color. Let's make it this tealy color, okay? So faith gives you an inner strength and sense of balance and perspective in life. That is really cool. So the person that gets this card, that's the front and that's the back. So if we're sending the card, the front of it, this is one I did for my team, but the front of it would be faith, and then the inside here would be this quote here. So she could cut that card right off and stick that card to her fridge, right? The inspiring cards that you can put around your house, they lift you up. And I will tell you, okay, and you guys let me know any different, when you get a card like this that means something to you, you keep it for years and years and years. I mean, my kids still have their birthday cards. Like they don't want to get rid of the birthday card. Can you imagine when you put somebody's face on there or something that really means a lot to them on that card? They are going to keep that card forever. Okay, I'm telling you, they will. Okay, so now we are on the next panel of the card, which means this would be the front. This would be where we put the quote. This is the next part of this card, okay? So we're just making a 2-panel card there. So this is where you would write to who it is. So I like to use the feature, it's down here on the left side, insert name, okay? So that way I don't misspell her name when I'm sending her card. All right, so I would do first name, and then I would write something. If you want to come up with a new quote, something else you want to write, you could. But I'll say, okay, I can't remember who this card was going to, but first name Mary, I love your word for 2021. And you could do a 2021 quote, right? Because I'm telling you, I stink with words. I got to get better. Amazing year, right? So you could come up here to your quotes again and put 2021 quotes or best wishes or something like that, right? You could put anything, right? You could put any quote that you want, okay? So you could do that, or you could keep it simple like that. And then you can write hugs, Jen, whatever. Again, you can highlight the parts that you want to change, right? If you want to change that font, over here on the left, you scroll up and choose which one that you want to do. And then again, your color, right? So you can choose your colors that you want and you can make it bigger or smaller, however you want to do that, okay? Here we go. Here's to an amazing year. So the other thing that you can do on these is you can change the background color. So we can leave it with the pretty teal and make it pink if you want it. You can make it purple if you want it. Your red, your yellow, orange, black makes it pop. Oh yeah, and then you go to your next one. It makes it fun, right? So you know what would be pretty is if we did this background in pink and then this background in the teal. So let's look at the view here. So the front of the card is going to look like this. The inside of the card has her quote, her name, and her information. And you could even put your picture there, or her picture, because there's so many different layouts over here on the left. You can scroll down, right? And you could do anything there. You can add any photo that you want to jazz it up. It's however you want to do it. The back is what is basically like the back of a card, like we buy a card from Hallmark, right? Or whoever this company is, Heartline. Okay, so that's the back of the card. So when people come to your house and they're like, oh, that's a beautiful card, guess what they're going to do? Flip it over, right? So if you're sending cards out to your customers, if you're sending out cards to your friends and family and they have all your information on the back, whether it is for your main business or whether it is for send out cards, right? You know, like I mentioned, I use send out cards to complement my main business. That's the main thing for it, is it's a complement extra, okay? So the next step is that we want to send this card. So going to the next step is super easy. It sends it and it takes it over to your address book, okay? So now send out cards keeps your address book for you, and you can add to it and edit it. Inside your address book, you can add people's birthdays, their anniversaries. You can add all of their kids. You can add their husband, their significant other, and you can put it all in there. You can also put in notes about the people. You can put them into groups. So say you have your people that shop from you, you can create a shoppers group. Then you have your friends and family group. Then you have maybe people that are interested in joining you in your team. You can have that group. Let's see what else. You can have any group that you can come up with. Like there's so many options. As we scroll down, okay, we can add gifts. They have options of gifts. Now, send out cards just joined like 5 other companies. So it's like a mother company, I guess, per se. So it's actually really cool that they have all these really fancy gifts that you can include in your card. This means they mail it with your card, right? You don't have to go to the store to get the card, to fill out the card. You don't have to go to the store and buy brownies and hope that they make it. These brownies are delicious, by the way. But the same thing with all of these different things. Last month, I did an incentive for my team and they got gift cards, you know, for Amazon and for, I think Home Depot was another one. But there's all kinds of things in here that you can add to your cards that you send out. And it's super, super awesome. And when you sit back and you think about like the price of this stuff, it's worth it. And then what your time is worth. And if you will actually go to the store, like I said, to purchase the card, to fill out the card. And if you're that disciplined where you are doing that each day, that's awesome. I usually send probably 8 to 10 cards a day. 10 is my goal. But I don't get it each day, but at least, you know, throughout the week, I get lots and lots of cards sent out to so many people just to lift their spirit and to make their day better. But okay, so we're not going to send a card or a gift with this one. Let me pop back out. Okay. And then the only last step that we do is we choose our address. So we can add our addresses by uploading context through, you know, a Excel format or what is it, CSV. You can add them and import them in. You can add just by clicking add recipient and we can mail it directly out to that person. It does have your return address on there. So that will be printed on the back of the card, not this one, but because you can, your backs of your card, you can do what you want with. So you can have an image just on the back if you want, or you can have the return addresses, which some of mine have return addresses and other ones, it depends on what I want to use that space for. So let me pop out of here. But if you have any questions about send out cards, if you're interested in how it might benefit your business, send me a card and I'll send you an information card. You can check it out. I will post the link below so you can mail a card for free and see what the fun it is, because it is lots and lots of fun. But it's a great compliment to any business. And I promise you, it definitely will double your sales and your team sales as well. So enjoy your day. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to catch the recaps on my YouTube channel, which is if you search YouTube and then Jen Gear, you should be able to find me. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out. We'll see you all next time.